In this video, we are going to discuss about the specific applications of each frequency band. The electromagnetic spectrum, when we move from radio waves to gamma ray, the wavelength decreases, whereas the frequency and energy increases. So we may come to know that the wavelength is always indirectly proportional to frequency and energy. In the 7 bands of electromagnetic spectrum, the first 4 bands are used for communication purposes. Other 3 may be the potentially harmful for the human being. The first one is the radio waves. The radio waves are generally used for ground level communications. If the distance is short, then signals are directly transferred from transmitter to receiver. If the distance is long, then signals are reflected by the atmosphere, then reach the receiver. The next one is the microwaves. The microwaves are generally used in satellite communications, and the microwaves are used in cell phones, and very well known application we know the microwaves are used in microwave ovens. Microwaves are produced by the rotation of molecules. The next one is infrared ray. Infrared ray is basically the heat waves. Sometimes when we touch the adapter of the laptop charger and the cell phone charger, we feel some amount of heat. The reason for the heat is the infrared rays. Next one is the optical waves. Optical waves are used in optical fiber communications. All 4 lower energy electromagnetic waves are used in communication because there is no scientific evidence that they are of any danger whatsoever. But the last 3 are not like that. They are potentially harmful, as I said already. However, the ultraviolet rays are used by some of the Western country people for some treatment. Don't think that it is a coffin box for dead bodies. This is this kind of treatment using the ultraviolet rays. We know that X-rays are used in medical field to scan the bones, and the gamma ray, it is extraordinarily harmful. It is used in nuclear reactors. Once if we expose to gamma ray, we will become like this chicken. So the last 3 are harmful to the human being, so they cannot be used for communication. Our main aim is to focus on mobile communication and satellite communication. So I would like to show you a diagram through which I want to explain you about the different frequency bands and the specific applications of each band. Okay, this diagram explains the complete electromagnetic spectrum with its applications. So electromagnetic spectrum includes the wide range of frequencies. Here the frequencies lesser than 3 into 10 to the power of 6 Hz is grouped as low frequency waves. These frequencies cannot be used for communication purpose except the few band. Next frequency band is radio waves, next is the microwave, next infrared, then visible and UV waves, then X-ray, then finally it is gamma rays. Here the frequency width is given for each band, 3 into 10 to the power of 14 to 3 into 10 to the power of 16 for visible and UV waves. So we can see visibly these frequencies. The blue color, red color, and all the colors will come under this band, right? Even though it includes wide range of frequencies, we cannot use all the frequencies for communication purposes. We can use only certain range of frequencies that starts with 3 kilohertz to and ends with 300 gigahertz. That is 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz. This band is called as communication frequency band. Okay, so electromagnetic spectrum is a wide frequency band. It is having the wide frequency band. but we take only 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz for communication frequency band. Okay, this 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz communication band is further divided into few segments depending upon its applications. The first segment is 3 kilohertz to 30 kilohertz. This frequency range is called as very low frequency, that is mentioned as VLF. The next band starts with 30 kilohertz and ends with 300 kilohertz. This band is called as low frequency. Then 300 kilohertz to 3 megahertz, it is medium frequency. Then 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz is high frequency. Then 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz, very high frequency. Then 300 megahertz to 3 gigahertz, ultra high frequency. Then 3 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz frequency band is called as super high frequency band. Then finally 30 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz, this band is called as extremely high frequency. Each band in the communication frequency band is having its own specific application. Very low frequency is used for maritime navigation signals. Then low frequency is used for navigation aids. Then medium frequency is used for maritime radio, and shortwave radio and radio telephony uses high frequency. And very high frequency and ultra high frequencies are used for cell phones, GPS, FM radio, TV, and other navigation aids. Then super high frequency is used for satellite communications. Extreme high frequency is used for radar astronomy, radar landing systems. Right. So first we saw that electromagnetic spectrum starts with radio waves and ends with gamma rays, but our communication frequency band only 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz. Right. Now satellite frequency. For satellite communications, we cannot use all these frequencies. We need certain range. That range starts with 1 gigahertz and ends with 40 gigahertz. This 1 to 40 gigahertz frequency is further divided into certain ranges called as L, S, C, X, Ku, K band and Ka band. The L band consists of only 1 gigahertz. The S band is the second gigahertz. That C band 4 gigahertz. That means 3 and 4. The X band it's 8 gigahertz. That is, and Ku band is 12 gigahertz. That K band 18 gigahertz. This is 12 to 18. Like that we have to study. This is 2 to 4. This is 4 to 8. The C band is 4 to 8. X band 8 to 12 gigahertz. Ku band 12 to 18 gigahertz. K band 18 to 26 gigahertz. Finally, Ka band uses 26 gigahertz to 40 gigahertz. Right. So once again I tell you, the electromagnetic spectrum starts with 3 into 10 to the power of 6 hertz to 3 into 10 to the power of 20 hertz. But in this wide range, we take only 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz for communication purposes, because other range of frequencies are not safe for human beings and for environment. These are the safest bands for communication, 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz. So these bands are used for different purposes. One of the purpose is satellite communication. For satellite communication, we use 1 gigahertz to 40 gigahertz. So they are assigned for L, S, C, X, Ku, K, Ka bands satellite frequencies. So this is the total diagram. If it is possible, you can take a snapshot. It will be helpful for you to recollect all those things. Thank you.